Welcome to the Fluffy Cow Studio. I'm Deanna, and I am glad you decided to pop in today. If you're new here, welcome. We hope you enjoy our channel. If you're returning, welcome back, and thank you so much for your support in helping us to build our channel. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and with that being said, let's get busy.
Okay, today we are going to start with three of the little houses that I got from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to start by painting one, the front and the back, with a petunia purple. I'm trying to get inside there and do the whole thing, but you know what? I cover most of it up, so that's not necessarily all that important. But I wasn't exactly sure where I was going with this, as normally my plans go. So I painted it anyway, just so that it would look nice. And I am just continuing painting that. Now I'm doing the back side of it. And I will come back and do the bottom of that side as well, or the bottom of that. I'm just using a flat brush, doesn't matter what size it is, and I'm just giving a coat of that petunia purple on the front, back, and the little thin sides and the bottom. I am not going to cover the top part of that roof. I'm going to just do the building portion. Then I'm going to set this down after I do the sides. And again, I'm thinking I need to do a second coat on the bottom part there. Not necessary by any means, but of course I'm going to do it. But I will go through and do a second coat on all of these little houses. This is just apple barrel acrylic paint. And once we get this done, then we will do, and I'm just going to do the fence portion of this house in the petunia purple. And yes, I go on the inside of it too, but it really is unnecessary unless you're going to leave it open. And now I'm just going to quickly go over the fence, the front and the back. And over those little pickets, over the top of them. And then I go on the inside, and it takes a long time because it's kind of hard to get in there, but if you're going to put something in there, put plants or flowers, or if you're going to put decoration, you probably really don't need to do that because it's just going to be covered up anyway. And just painting the inside of that and then going over the top of the pickets. And then I'm just going to do the side of that picket fence. Okay, now I am going to do outrageous orange. I'm going to paint this little house with outrageous orange. And um, after I get the inside of that painted, then I go on around the edges and along the back. That one had a little issue with the roof. It was kind of coming off. I did not glue it back on though. You can't really see it because the ghosts that I put on it are covering it. And I'm just going to do the sides. And I'm going on the back like we did the other one, the purple one. And then after it dries, I will come and do the bottom. Then I decided that I was going to paint the floor of the inside purple or orange, but I don't understand why I did this because I put things in it and so you won't see it. But now I'm doing an orange, the fence in orange on this one that we just painted purple. And just doing the inside of that. And now I'm going to do a second coat, just a quick second coat over the top of that. And I'm even doing a second coat on that. That seems crazy to me. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just trying to be clever. Now I'm going to do a spring green in the apple barrel acrylic paint, and this house is going to be painted green. And this one will get two coats as well. Gonna go inside and paint the a floor and or the bottom of the porch or whatever you want to call it. And then we're gonna do the little house. And I'm just gonna just kind of hurt painting it on there. I haven't gone inside of the star that you can see because I'm doing something different with it a little bit. And here I am painting the bottom, and I'm painting the orange house. Its fence is going to be green, the spring green as well. And just going over the top of the pickets, Just want to get a good coverage on it. And now I'm doing, you can't tell that, but I'm going on the inside of that fence. And just doing a quick second coat on there. And we're setting it to dry. And I'm cleaning out my brush, and I'm going to do an orange on the bottom of the orange house. And I think I only did one coat on them. Gonna do a purple on the bottom house, on the purple house on the bottom. And I think because I didn't do a purple on the floor, I go in and do the, oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe I lied. Oh, did I lie? I I did paint the bottom, whether I did it in here or not, I don't know. Now, I'm painting the roof white, and I'm painting the sides of it, and underneath it, and along the edge there. Maybe I'm doing the front edge, but I don't know if I'm doing the back. No, I guess I'm not. I'm just doing the top and the front edge and underneath it. And no, I'm not doing underneath it. I will be painting that black, the underneath black, but right now I'm just doing the sides, the edge, and the roof. Okay, now I'm putting a little bit of Mod Podge on there, and I'm taking a napkin. I got these napkins from Temu. I really like them. They're only one ply or two plies, so you only had to pull one sheet off, but they go on rather well. I haven't had much problems with any of these wrinkling or doing anything funky, and they go on pretty well and easy. I like these a lot. And um, I'm gonna go over the top of the roof with these and the front side of the roof. Again, just a little bit of Mod Podge. Just rubbing my finger down there on the front side and down the edge of the along the roof. It I'm really surprised that I've never had these wrinkle on me, and whatever, I'm really glad. And then after they dry, I did let them dry. I go over the top and the sides. Okay, while they are drying, I am going to take some black uh, paint, the acrylic, and I'm taking a chip brush, a small one, about a quarter, half inch, something like that, and I am just going to be kind of making it look rustic, but because it's Halloween, it kind of needs to be black and be a little bit of a creepy rustic. And then I'm going to go along the edge of the house and the star, and then I will paint the inside of that star black. And then I just kind of I do go along the edges, and then I just kind of go just here and there to just distress it a little bit. I'm just going on the inside of the star, and I'm just distressing it a little. I'm going to do the same thing with all three of them. Going to go on the inside of the star, and then I'm just going to distress them by dry brushing around the edges. And then I'm just going to dry brush on the house and the fence. I didn't do too much at the top because I hadn't sanded the paper off yet. But when I do that, I will go over, because after I sand off the napkin, I will be painting the underside and the back of that roof black. So right now I'm still just dry brushing, so I don't go all the way up, I don't think, until I get the napkin sanded down. And do the same thing with the orange one. I did do a little bit of the top one up there, but not too much until I get things done. I'm just distressing it, making it a little bit eerie looking. Not too much though. Just kind of like it's getting old and falling apart a little bit. Kind of starting to look like me, I'm getting old and falling apart a little bit. Now you can do the bottom if you want. I did not do the bottom on this with the distressing. Now I'm just going to sand off the edge of that napkin. Okay, then I do that on all of them, and then I paint the underside of the roof and the back edge along the back. Now I'm just gluing some things on. I put a foam noodle in, and I'm just gluing some things on. These are pumpkins. Actually, the tree I'm putting on there is a pick that had Christmas berries on, but it was kind of eerie looking, so I painted it black, and then I dry brushed it with a little bit of white when it got dry, so that it would pop out a little bit more. Now I'm just painting ghosts. I painted three of them because that's how many I end up using. Right here I took one of those Dollar Tree skulls and cut the back of his head off so it was flat, and then I cut the bones in half, and I make a skull and a crossbones with these. And now I'm just kind of going over it with a little bit of just dry brushing a little bit of black on it. And then I take some antique white and go over it. It looks like here though I'm doing the mouth and the eyes and nose with the black. Now I'm coming over it with antique white just to give it an off color. an off-white color. Then I'll put a foam. I took the foam noodle and I cut it to size to go inside, and then I cut it in half. Then I'm going to glue one of the ghosts. Oh, right now I'm going to just do highlights on it. I'm shading it actually. I'm taking an antique white on this, and then because it's got a little bit of yellow in it, and then I end up going over the creases and things with nutmeg. And these little ghosts just came from dollar store. And on this one, I forgot to do anything. I think I was going to put a stick or something on the one, but on this one I ended up taking a little bit of glue, hot glue, and gluing in the hole there, and then I painted over it with white. And I do paint them on both sides because you will see both sides of them. Right here I'm doing the nutmeg. I'm just looking where, like the indentations of the like sheet, if it was a sheet, um, where that would be, and I'm putting the nutmeg on it because it's just a little bit darker, and I kind of blend it in so it's not really popping at you, but it's enough to, you can see it. I didn't glue that foam in there because it fit nice and tight. Now I'm cutting some leaves and I'm going to glue them down. And oh, I end up doing another one of those picks that had the little holly berries on them. I actually did a second one, but I put it with the other house that I did. And here's the final one. I glued a little ghost ornament in with the pumpkins on the purple. And then I put some bones on the fence to make it look like the bones were the little pickets. And then I put a couple ghosts in there with some pumpkins. And then the bottom one, the one with the skull, I just put some bones and some pumpkins and Dollar Tree ornament in there. I think I have a couple Dollar Tree ornaments in these. And that is our final project. Thank you so much for popping in and visiting us. I hope you enjoyed this project. If you decide to make it on your own, please send me a picture. I'd love to see it. Please come back and see us again. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button on your way out. Truly appreciate it. I appreciate your support so very, very much. You guys have a great evening or a great day, whatever time you may be seeing this. And until next time, goodbye.